So, okay. So
Yes.
today we start with the data structure. Okay, DSA. So, first topic of DSA is an array. Okay, so an array is a collection of elements like variables. And I will share my screen first. Okay, so array are used to store multiple values in a single variable. Instead of declaring separate variables for each value, to declare an array, define the variable type with square braces. Okay, the square braces. So an array is a collection of elements of the same type stored in continuous memory location. It allows you to store multiple values in a single variable rather than declaring separating variables for each value. Okay, so why we use an array? Okay, so the array allows you to store multiple elements in a single variable. Like array allows you to store multiple elements in a single variable. Like it's efficient to manage all storage. Okay, and it have also easy access functionality. You can quickly access any element in the array using the index. And like the next is the memory management. Array provide a way to allocate memory for elements in a sequential manner, making memory management easier. Okay, so we have now declare a variable that holds an array of string. To insert values to it, you can place the values in a comma separated list inside curly braces. Okay, so this is the array. This the array type of string. That's the actual array, which is in integer type. To create an array of integers, there is a syntax of making array in Java. First, data type, variable name, and data. So let's start. First, we open the intelligent idea. Today we start with the different ID, not the notepad. Okay, so our terminal work smoothly. making an string type array. I copy paste all of these cards. Okay, so we have an array, and here we have some brand of cards. Okay, so an array starts from index 0. Okay, so that's the index number 0, index number 1, index number 2, and index number 4. Okay, so the car contain 4 values, which is start from 0, 1, 2, and 3. Like car index number 0. So we have a Volvo on index number 0. So it's print Volvo here. Like okay, we print the index number 2 value. So that's the index number 0, 1, and 2. So now print the 4. Execute it. Okay, here print the 4. Okay, so that's the array allows you to store multiple elements in a single variable. Okay, array provide a way to allocate memory for elements in a sequential manner, making memory management easier. Okay, so let's retrieve the all of values by using the loop. So we use the int I equal to 0, I less than car dot length I plus plus. Okay, so here we print the all of values by one by one. Okay, so I put a breakpoint here and executed one again. I think the breakpoint is did not work. Okay, I think the debugger has some issue. Okay, so we try it on later. Okay, so now we come on the numeric. Okay, we cover this. So now create an array of integer. First comment name. Okay, so we have two types of array, one dimensional array and multi-dimensional array like 2D and 3D. Okay. Okay, so first we declaring an integer int array numbers like 10, 20, 13, 14, 15, and 60. Okay. Here we declare an initialize an array with values. Okay. So here int array is the declaration where AR is reference of the array of integers. Okay. New int like we also define the array like this. Okay, so that's the declare an array. Okay, is the declaration where array is the reference of the array of integers. Okay, and the new is okay, so new int 5 creates an array of size 5 and each element is initialized to its default 0 for integers. Okay, 0. Okay, here the value is 0. So let's print it on the loop because creates an array of size 5. Each element is initialized to its default value, or the default value for integer is 0. Okay, so this is our output. Okay, the array start with the index number 0. Each element is initialized the integer's default value, and the default value for integers is 0. So it's set for the 0, and here we get the 0 values. Okay, so let's initialize it. Okay, so initialize the array with specify values 10, 20, 14. 15. Okay. Accessing array elements. Now you can access any elements using the index starting from 0 to length -1. Okay, like accessing elements will like be like array index number 0. Execute it. Now value at index number 0 is 10. Okay, value at index number 0 is 10. Now we get the value of at index number 1 is 20. 20. Okay. Index number 4, 15. Okay, so that's the accessing array by elements. Okay, array 0 refers to the first elements. Array 2 refers to the third elements, and so on. Array indexing start from 0, not 1. So the last index will be array dot length -1. Okay. So you can get the size of an array using the dot length attribute. Okay. So the length of array is 5. Length of array is 5. Total length gives you the total number of elements in the array. Okay. So you can loop through array using for enhanced for loop. Okay, so using the regular for loop. Okay, so that's the value of an array by the using regular for loop. Okay, so we have also another way to print the array using enhanced for loop, like for each loop. Okay, so the output is also by using the for each loop is look like this. Okay, prints each elements one by one, and that is the using the index. So enhanced for loop is clear and simple for iteration through the elements without worrying about indicates. Okay, so we cover the one-dimensional array. That's the example of one-dimensional array. So now types of array. Like it has two types. First is one-dimensional array. The array. Okay, so we cover the one-dimensional first. Then now we cover the multi-dimensional array. Okay, in the multi-dimensional first we cover the 2D array. So make an array. Two-dimensional array is can be visualized as a matrix, like row and the column. You access an elements using two indicates, like row and column. Okay, make the 2D array. First read the documentation. Okay. You can loop through the array elements with for loop and use to length property to specify how many times the loop surround run. Okay, we covered also that topic. Okay, that's the real life example. Array shooting different ages. Different ages. We cover in later. Multidimensional. A multidimensional array is an array of array. Okay, multidimensional array are useful when you want to store data as a tabular form, like a table with rows and columns. To create two-dimensional array, add each array within its own set of curly braces, like this. Define two arrays, means like a variable name, and in the curly braces, make two curly braces. This is the 1D array, and there that is the 2D array. Okay, like row and columns. First is row and second is column. Okay, like this one, this is the row and this is the column. Again, this is the row and this is the column. My numbers is an array with two arrays as elements. Okay, to access the elements of the my number array, specify two index, one of the array and one of the element. Inside that array, this example access the third elements and second array of my numbers. Okay, using for loop. So let's explore the array. Define the 2D array, like name is the matrix. Okay, this is the 2D array and that is the matrix. So first access elements in 2D array is like this. matrix row 1 and column 1. Okay, then execute it, and the column number 1 you have 1. No, sorry, not 1, 5. There is the index number 1. Here the index number is 0 and column number 0. Row and column both are 0. Like for accessing to the 1, we use 0 and 0. Number 0 and column number 0. Here we access the 1. Now we want to access the 3, 2. Yeah, we get the 3. Okay, so there is the matrix, means the 1 is on row and number, and column number is 0. Okay, and the 0, 1 at the 2, index number 2. Okay, and the 0, 2 is 2. Sorry, here, yeah, right. At the 0, 0, if we have 1, and at the 0, 1, we have 2, and at the 0, 2, we have 2. Like the 0, 1, 2. Okay. Now we want to print 4, then row number 0, row number 1, column number 0. Now we get the 4 here. Okay. Like row number 1, column number 0 equal to 4. Row number 1 and column number 1 equal to 5, and row number 1, column number 2 equal to 6. Okay, row number 2 and column number 0 is 7. Row number 2, column number 1 is 8. 2, 2 is 9. Okay, there is the matrix form. Like if we get the 9 element, we can specify the row number 2, because it's start from 0. So that is the row 0. That is the row 2, 1, and that is the row 2. Okay, and there is the column 1. There is 2, column 1. There is the column 1, and there is column 0. Okay, 0, 1, and 2. get the number 9 from the matrix. Okay, here we get the number 9. Okay. A 2D array can be visualized as a matrix and matrix like row and columns. You can access an element using two indicates. Two indicates means there is row and there is column. Okay. So like okay, take some other example for the arrays. Okay, like finding the maximum element in array. First comment the all code. Take the simple example. Okay, so first declare an 1D array. And make the max variable max max equal to array index number 0. Okay, so make a loop is a logic for int I equal to 1 dot length I plus plus if array are greater than max, then change the value of max equal to okay. Okay, so the maximum value is the 50. Here I find the value of 50. Like I will change the value with like 300. The maximum value of the 300. Okay, in the first example, you iterate through the array to find the largest elements. Okay, so I will explain you the logic first. Now we have take an array. Okay, where we have 5 elements 10, 20, 300, 40 and 50. So we declare a variable name as max. So we put the array value at the index number 0 means 10 means max equal to 10. Okay, means max equal to 10. And now the for loop start where the uh, end of the array, like where array.length, okay, where the array is end, the loop has been end. Now the value is look like this. And the value of one is that's a condition means array I when I equal to 1, then 10 greater than max. Max means array index number 0. So 0 means 10. So the condition become false. The 10 not greater than 10, 10 equal to 10. So the condition is false. So there is no executed. Then the loop have the increment the value of I become 2. So the value of I become 2 means 20 greater than 10, then the condition is true. Then the value of max is set the value of max is the array index number 2. Okay, array index number 2. 2 means 20. Oh, sorry, 2 means 30. $300. Okay, first it check the is 1. So 1 means 20. Then condition is true. Then max become 20. Then the loop will again iterate, and the value of I is become 2. And the index number 2 is 300. Then check the condition 300 greater than the previous value. So then the condition is not true, because when it iterate with it, then the value of max is become 300. So that the condition is not true. The loop is again iterate. Now the value of I is 3 means array 3. So the value of 3 is 14. Otherwise now that's also the condition is become false. Then loop is again iterate. The value of 4, value of I is become 4, and the array 4 has contain the value 50. So that's the condition is again false, because the 50 less than 300, not the greater than. So again the condition false and exit the loop, and here the print the value. Okay. So let's take the second example where we reverse the array by ascending elements in reverse order. Array can be passed to methods by reference, which can means modification in the method replicate outside the method. Okay, so second example, take the second example for the reversing an array. So there is the logic for reversing an array. Okay, so the output is look like this: 15, 40, 30, 20, and 10. Okay, array to string means it converts array to a string. Okay. In the first example, we iterate through the array to find the largest element. And in the second example, we reverse the array by sending elements in the reverse order. Okay. So let's take the another example. Array passing to methods. Okay. Like make a method outside the main method. Okay. Make a function public static void modify array. Okay, array 0 equal to 100. Okay, array can be passed to the method by reference, which means modification in the method replicate outside the method. Okay. Okay, so make an array which integer type array equal to 1, 2, and 3. So call the method modify array and system dot out dot println print the array 0 index. Okay, so without using the modification function, first we execute the program. We get the output is 100 instance of 1. because here we change the value of 0. Now array are passed by reference in Java. Okay? So modification to the array in the method will be change the original array. Okay, so the output is become 100, 2 and 3. Just like this. Because here we modify the methods, the value of array 0. So index number array is 1 equal to 300 array executed. Okay. Array 100, 150, 222, 333 and the 5. Okay. Modification to the array in the method will change the original array. The array can pass the methods by reference, which means the modification in the methods replicate outside the method. Okay. That's the some. In the next session we take some advanced example of array. Okay, so first let's tell about the okay, let's discuss about the advantage and disadvantage of array. So some major advantage is random access and memory efficient. Okay, so random access means elements can be accessed directly using an index. Elements can be accessed directly using an index, and array are memory efficient as all elements are stored in continuous memory location. Contiguous memory location. Okay, So first major advantage is like elements can be accessed directly using an index, and the second is arrays are modified efficient as all elements stored in contiguous memory location. And the disadvantage of arrays like have fixed size. Like once an array is created, its size cannot be changed. Okay. Once an array is created, its size cannot be changed. And efficient for insert and deletion. Like inserting or deleting elements from the array is costly, especially for large array. Like costly means it's time consuming. When the array have large amount of numbers and large amount of data, that it's become costly to inserting and deleting elements from an array because it's take time. Array are most important. Okay, so array start from the zero index. Like advantage of array structure, efficient and fast access. Array allows direct and efficient access to the any elements in the collection with constant access time as the data is stored in the continuous memory location. And next is the memory efficient. Array stores elements in continuous memory, allowing efficient location in a single block and reducing memory fragmentation. So next is the versatility. Array can be used to store a wide range of data types, including integers, floating point, numbers, characters, and even complex data structure such as objects and points. Means okay. So array contains different data types like integers, strings, characters. Okay. Array can be used to store a wide range of data types. We are also using the strings and integers. Okay. Here we use the strings. We also use the integers. Okay. Array can be used to store a wide range of data type, including integers, floating point numbers, characters, and even complex data structure such as objects and pointers. Capability with hardware. The array data structure is compatible with most hardware architecture, making it versatile tools for programming in a wide range of environment. Okay, so the disadvantage of array, it's a fixed size. Okay, means array have a fixed size set at creation. Expanding an array requires creating a new one and copying elements, which is time consuming and memory intensive. Okay. Expanding an array requires creating a new one and copy elements, which is time consuming and memory incentive. Means once an array is created, its size cannot be changed. Okay, because of expanding an array requires creating a new one and copy elements, but not the change the size. Memory location issue. Allocating large array can cause memory extension leading to crashes, especially on systems with limited resource. Okay. Insertion and deletion challenges. Adding or removing elements require shifting subsequent elements, making these operation efficient. Because inserting or deleting elements from an array is costly, especially for large arrays. Okay. Limited data type support. Array supports only elements of the same data type, limiting their use with complex data types like there is the array. Okay, so we cannot. So this array contains only integers value. It cannot like this 20.3, 2.5 with the floating points. And also string. Hello. Okay. It cannot contain at the same data, the same time with the different databases like data types. Sorry, like integers, float, and string. Okay, so limited data type supports. Array supports only elements of the same types, limiting their use with complex data types. Lack of flexibility. Fixed size and limited type support make array less adaptable than structure like linked list or tree. So there is some advanced topic. I will we will explore it later. Okay, so array are fundamental data structure in Java. They help you store and manipulate elements efficiently. Understanding array will give you a strong foundation for learning more complex data structure like lists, sets, and maps. Okay, so Vidhi, so let's today's session end. We will meet in tomorrow next session. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.